it's one thing for, let's say Dan writes a 1,000-word column for the recombobulation area.
So one on the short end.
Yes, yeah. Todd's got 2 hours every day on radio, as do I. But in TikTok, I mean, you've got to make that point quickly, or people are scrolling right to the next thing. So can you talk just a bit about the challenge and the importance of reaching people who may not be subscribing to any of those typical political sites? How can you get that attention about the importance of this race in short order?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, anybody who's out there trying to do this on social, anywhere, it doesn't matter if it's TikTok or otherwise, remember that you're talking to a lot of people who don't know the facts, and that's okay. Like, there's no shame in not knowing what's going on. It's hard to keep up with this. We do it for a living, and it's still hard to keep up with it. My goal, every time I log on to TikTok, is to try to bring people along on the journey that I'm on. And as far as how I'm talking about this race specifically, democracy is counting on us. I say this all the time. If you see me on TikTok, you've seen it. This is not a race about Democrats versus Republicans. This is a race about democracy versus the end of democracy. There are 3 reasons why we have to win this race, why Susan Crawford has to win. If Susan Crawford doesn't win, we are going to have gerrymandered maps again. And I think a lot of people have not processed that after 15 years of fighting for fair maps, we literally might only have them for a single cycle before we go right back to gerrymandered maps. And that is a horrifying notion to a lot of people. The second reason is we need our courts to recognize that elections matter. North Carolina Supreme Court has made it abundantly clear that Republican courts do not recognize the will of the voters to pick their elected officials, and we cannot afford a court that it's even in question. And the third reason is that if we lose this race, we are telling the world that democracy is for sale, that every election is for sale to the highest bidder. And I have bad news for all of us. Elon will always be the highest bidder. And that is not a world that we want to live in, one where Elon Musk gets to pick his candidate in each and every cycle moving forward. So that's my 3 reasons. I hope I captivated you as long as I captivated TikTok audience.